Hey everyone, this is Aarti. Welcome to my YouTube channel Ace English Academy. In this channel, I will be sharing videos on the basics of English grammar. My videos will help you to improve your grammatic skills, as I have designed each video to help you to use English effectively. And if you like my videos, please like, share and comment. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon for future notifications. Thank you. Keep supporting, keep watching my videos. So let's start. Today's topic is pronoun and its types. Let's discuss what is pronoun and what are all the types of pronoun. Let's understand what are pronouns now. Pronouns are the words which are used in place of nouns. Or we can say that pronoun is the sentence element used to replace a noun. So one and the same thing. Replaced a replace a noun or used in place of a noun. So we can say that pronouns have the same function as nouns do because they replace nouns and they are used to avoid repetition in the language or in the sentences. Let's see examples here. This book is good. It is very important for me. So here book is noun and in place of noun I have used here see it. So this is pronoun. This book is good. It is. So we are talking about the same book, but here we have used instead of using book word again I have used here it. So this is pronoun. Okay. Jim forgot his hat. So here we are talking about the same person, Jim. So he forgot his hat. So his is here pronoun. So Jim saw Joy and he waved at her. So he and her are both pronouns which are used in place of Jim and Joy. Jim and Joy are the names of person. So they are nouns. So in place of noun we have used here words. They are pronouns. I hope now this pronoun is clear to you. So next is the types of pronouns. So in this video we will learn about some specific types of pronouns, and they are personal pronouns, possessive pronouns. For personal pronoun we will learn about the two types of personal pronouns, or we can say three. Possessive is also a type of personal pronoun. Rest two are subject pronouns and object pronouns. Okay. Then the third is demonstrative pronoun, reflexive and emphatic pronouns. We will understand the difference between both of them. And then is interrogative pronouns and indefinite pronouns. So the first type is personal pronoun, and these personal pronouns are further classified into three types of pronouns. And what are all those three types of pronouns? Those are subject pronouns, okay, object pronouns and possessive pronouns. I'll explain you all the three types and give you examples for all of them. So where do we use this personal pronoun, or we can say that subject, object and possessive pronouns? See here, we use this personal pronoun in place of the people or person that we are talking about. Okay. See here, personal pronouns represent specific people or things. We use them depending on different, see here, depending on all these number, person, gender and case. So number, so the pronoun, personal pronouns can be singular, they can be plural. For person, they can be first person, second person or third person. And if we talk about the gender, then the personal pronouns can be male, female or neuter. And if we talk about the case, as I told you, that they can be subject pronouns and the object pronouns. Okay. So here are singular I, plural we, first person I, you, second person, and he is, he, she, it, they are third person. Male, he or him, female she, and the neuter is it. Can be used for both male, female, or generally we use it for the non-living things. Case or non-living things, or we can use it for the animals also. Case, so subject, this subject and object I will explain you with the help of examples. So here is a chart that will help you to understand all the subject pronoun, object pronouns here, and the possessive pronouns. So this is something extra. It will help you to understand this. So I have added it in this chart. So as I told you that singulars and plurals, okay, I, he, she, it, they are singular, whereas you is singular and plural both, and we and they are plurals. So these are subject pronouns always in place when we talk about a sentence. So in a sentence, there is a subject, okay, then there is a verb, and then there is a object. So always in place of subject, you will find these pronouns. I, you, he, she, it, we, and they. And if we have to use a pronoun in a same sentence or in any sentence or in any sentence, then in place of object, you will always find these pronouns. Me, you, him, her, it, us, and them. So for I, what is the object pronoun? Me. You and it is also it. So he, him, she, her, we, us, they, them. Clear? And what is the possessive pronoun for them? For I, it is mine, yours, his, hers, its, ours, theirs. Okay? So don't get confused with the possessive pronouns and the apostrophe ones. Hers, one is with the apostrophe s. Okay, so here I am talking about the possessive. Possessive means refer to a specific person, people, or thing, or things belonging to a person, specifically belonging to a person. Okay, let's move on to the next now. Here comes the subject of object pronoun examples. Let's see examples here. See, I like coffee. John helped me. So this is I. I is always subject pronoun used as a subject in a sentence, whereas me will always be used as a object in a sentence. So that is why we call it object pronoun. So you and it, these two are, they are used same as a subject and object. Do you like coffee? John loves you. He runs fast. Did Ram beat him? So he and him. He, him is the objective pronoun for he. She is clever. Does Mary know her? We went home. Anthony drove us. For we, what is the object pronoun? That is us. They helped. They played doubles. John and Mary beat them. For they, what is object pronoun? Them. Clear? Let's move on to the next. So here comes the possessive pronoun now. What are the possessive pronouns? See here, all the examples. Is this your book? That one is mine. So here this is possessive pronoun, and here this your is a possessive adjective. But we will not discuss this in detail because we are here for the pronouns. Here is my book. Where is yours? So this is. Okay, contracted form there is. I left my bag here and he left his. We got our fruits. What about theirs? They got their meals. What about ours? Can I borrow your pen? I lost mine. So all these mine, yours, his, theirs, ours, yours, hers, all these are possessive pronoun. Okay. So next is interrogative pronoun. Let's see what are they. and we will understand them with the help of examples also. As we know that what do you understand by interrogative? Means to ask question. Okay. Interrogative pronouns represent the thing that we don't know. We use these pronouns to ask questions. There are four main interrogative pronouns: who, whom, what, and which. One more is there, and that is whose. But this is the possessive pronoun. Okay, the possessive pronoun whose can also be used as interrogative pronoun. When this happens, it is called an interrogative possessive pronoun. So where and how we use all these interrogative pronouns, let's see with the help of examples. See here, who and whom, they are used for persons. Whose used for person to show possession. What used for animals and things, and which is used for persons, animals, and things. See here examples. Who won the game yesterday? To whom did you give the book? So here we are talking about the persons. Whose car was parked there just now? So whose car? Possession. We are talking about the possession. Whose mother works as a nurse in the hospital? Clear? So for the possession we use this whose. What animal has horns? What is the color of her hair? So both for animals and things, or we can use means for both living and non-living beings. Which used for person, animal, thing. Which boy took my book? Which cat stole the fish? And which is the biggest building in this area? So I hope this is clear to you now. Next is indefinite pronoun. And what are indefinite pronouns? Let's understand here. As the word indefinite itself makes clear that pronoun does not refer to any specific person, thing, or amount. So we are not clear here. Okay. So these are the singular and plural indefinite pronouns. Another, so you can just take your time, pause the video, and go through all of them. Okay. So here are the examples now. See. So how we use indefinite pronoun in a sentence here. If I'm talking like I would like to go to Paris this summer, so when I will use indefinite pronoun in place of noun, pronouns are the words which are used in place of nouns. So see here, Paris is a noun. So here, I would like to go somewhere this summer. Okay. So this is indefinite pronoun. Somewhere, it's not clear where. Jim gave me this book. Someone gave me this book. I won't tell your secret to Sam. I won't tell your secret to anyone. I bought my school supplies at the mall. I bought everything at the mall. So I hope now this is clear to you. What is indefinite pronoun? When the things are not clear. Okay. So one more important point here, that many indefinite pronouns also function as other parts of speech in a sentence. How? They can be kind of pronouns. They are pronouns also. They can be other parts of speech like adjectives. See here I have taken example. He has one job in the day and another at the night. So here another is used in place of one job, and that is noun. So in place of noun, what we use? Pronoun. So that is why this is pronoun. And here, I would like another drink. So adjectives give us extra information about nouns and pronouns. So here, I would like what? Drink. That too, another drink. So here, another is used as an adjective. Okay. So coming to the next type, that is reflexive pronoun. And what are they? A reflexive pronoun is normally used when the object of a sentence is the same as the subject. Object of a sentence is the same as the subject. Each personal pronoun, we have read about personal pronouns. What are they? I, you, he, she, all they are personal pronouns. Has its own reflexive pronouns. So they are subject pronouns, as I have told you. And what will be the reflexive pronoun for them? For I, it will be myself. You just have to add self or selves. Okay. You for yourself or yourselves, and he himself. So let's see here the table here. See here. Singular. All these are singulars. I, myself, you, yourself, he, or yourselves also. So you is both singular and plural. He, himself, her, herself, it, itself. Okay. So we, ourselves, yourself, they, themselves. So this is clear to you now. For the plurals, we have to add SC, ELVES, and for here, the singulars, we have to add just self. Okay. So see here a few examples of this reflexive pronoun. I did myself. Here you can see I did myself. Here the subject and the object refer to the same person. Same person. Suppose I am telling this, then I am talking about, see, so I and myself, both. You did yourself. Again, subject and the object refer to the same person here also. She did herself. Again, you can see here. So these are reflexive. The child did itself. Okay. We did ourselves. So for we are, okay, ourselves. So this is all about the reflexive pronoun. Coming to the next one, that is emphatic pronoun. And what are they? See here. When reflexive pronouns are used to put emphasis on a particular noun or pronoun, they are called emphatic pronouns. See here. He himself told me this. So put emphasis on the particular noun, or, sorry, I have not written here, or pronoun. Okay. They are called emphatic pronouns. See here. He himself told me this. I finished the job myself. Okay. So emphasis here, when we talk about the emphasis, they are just reflexive and emphatic pronouns are same, but just they have the difference of the emphasis. See here. They themselves admitted their mistake. We ourselves witnessed the accident. So you can just, while just talking about the action, what is happening in a sentence, you can see there is a emphasis. Okay. So that is why they are, these highlighted words are emphatic pronouns. Let's see the difference between this emphatic and reflexive pronouns. See here, one important thing I want to tell you about this emphatic pronoun, and that is the emphatic pronouns cannot be used as subjects. It is therefore wrong to say, see here, if we say that John and myself. So this is a compound subject because and is there. So John and myself, this complete word is a subject. So what I said, myself is a emphatic pronoun. So because here emphasis is laid, John and myself. The person is talking about himself only. So what happened? We cannot use this here as a subject. Similarly, in the second sentence, you can see here, herself swam in the river. I invited herself to tea. So something is wrong in these sentences, and that is that emphatic pronouns are used in place of subjects. Okay. So what will be the correct for this sentence? Correct formation of this sentence will be John and I went there. So I is a subject pronoun. I, we, you, he, she, all they are subject pronouns. And what will be for herself swam in the river? She. She swam in the river. I invited herself to tea. I invited her to tea. Okay. See here, one thing will help you to identify which sentences is in emphatic and which one is reflexive pronoun. See here. He himself cut the cake. He cut himself. So here, if emphatic pronoun can be removed from the sentence and the core meaning would not be affected. If we talk about the emphatic pronoun, if we remove the emphatic pronoun from a sentence, the core meaning would not be affected. For example, see here, he himself cut the cake. So he cut the cake is also a sentence. By removing himself, still we can understand the message from the sentence. A reflexive pronoun, on the other hand, is indispensable, means the sentence would not make complete sense if you remove the reflexive pronoun. So here is the second sentence. He cut himself. So he cut, if we remove this, then he cut what? So this is reflexive pronoun. We can remove these pronouns, emphatic ones, without affecting the meaning of a sentence much. Whereas if we remove them, reflexive pronouns, the core meaning of the sentence is changed, or it wouldn't make complete sense. Clear? So here is the chart about all the subject pronouns, object, possessive pronouns, and then comes the reflexive pronouns. I, me, mine, myself. You, your. These are possessive adjectives. You, yours. Possessive pronoun, yourself. Or it can be yourselves also, because this is both singular and plural. He, him, his, himself, she, her. Here's the adjective, hers, herself, and you can pause the video and you can go through all of them. Okay. So this was all about the pronouns and its types. We have read about the few types here, as we have further many more types of pronouns. But I hope what I have taught you in this video, that is clear to you. Thank you for watching. Please keep supporting, like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.